Hey YouTubers, I was gonna make this video last night, but I ran out of steam. Um, so I want to talk about why Murphy's offshore drilling law means absolutely nothing. For those of you that are unaware, New Jersey's new governor, Phil Murphy, has made it his number one priority to counter every single domestic policy initiative of the Trump administration. Well, his latest fiasco has resulted in millions of dollars of spending on research and legislative consensus building, which culminated Friday in the bill signing, which prohibits offshore drilling within 3 miles of New Jersey's coastal shores. Now, that is his prerogative to do, and it's perfectly valid, but it doesn't even put a minor roadblock in front of the Trump administration. And here's the reason why. There's a concept in constitutional law called preemption. And for federal constitutional law purposes, what preemption means is that any federal regulation, federal statute, or treaty preempts state law, meaning it takes precedent over it, and in most instances nullifies the state regulation. In this instance, all that has to be done to nullify Phil Murphy's law, which I'm sure if they want to bad enough offshore drill, they will, is that either the EPA administrator or the Secretary of Interior needs to basically authorize a rule, an administrative regulation, which cuts down the state's sovereignty over coastal waters from 2 miles to 1 mile to no miles. And they could constitutionally do that. And there's basically no remedy or recourse for the state to do. So basically, yesterday boils down to a lot of hoopla and a lot of pats on the back, but it's little more than just ceremonious. Now, my question is this: whether or not Murphy understands that yesterday was just another $5 million spill of the taxpayers' money to fulfill his own personal agenda and to potentially get him a seat on the ticket in 2020. I know that Murphy said numerous times he doesn't want to run for president, and I believe him. But I also think that he wants something to do with the 2020 presidential campaign, whether that be Biden's VP or Secretary of the Treasury, potentially Secretary of State. I'm just throwing that out there. He's not really the most qualified for that position, even though he was our ambassador to Germany. But yeah, I just wanted to touch bases and expose the fraud that's going on in Trenton. People, you should be very happy $5 million of your money was just wasted.